What's good? We at 1.5 Podcasts. Jay Woody's, and I'm one, and this is
And I'm G Hunter, and I'm Half, and this is one and a half podcast.
So guess what? We're gonna do something a little different today. We saw in the questions, y'all been talking a lot about advice and stories about men and all of that. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna open up the podcast a little bit. We're gonna do a little bit about sports, of course, and then a little bit about you finish.
Advice from men about men.
Exactly.
Let's get it. All right, man. We're gonna start with sports. So first question I got for you. So obviously the NFL draft, it was yesterday, today, and when this released that day. So 5 quarterbacks stood out from the rest. Justin Fields, Mac Jones, Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence, and Zach Wilson, all drafted in the first 15 picks. Do you have a favorite? And if you had to rank them, where would you put them?
So my favorite out of this is, I have a weird favorite, Lance. So while Lawrence is the safe number one, Lawrence is like the dude that like we all think is gonna be Peyton, or we all think is gonna be like the top. I think Lance is that type of dude where he can either be even better than Lawrence or he can be trash. Like the dude, when you watch his tape, it's kind of ridiculous. It gives me a little bit of Russell Wilson vibes, bro.
Tell me why. Going through, I'd say Lawrence's floor is the highest. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the worst he could be is like Pro Bowl. Like I feel like he's extremely safe.
Exactly, he's a safe pick. Yeah.
I didn't like Mac Jones until he got picked by the Patriots. So I mean,
that's the thing. Mac Jones, if you didn't get picked by the Patriots, I think he's a bust. But the Patriots, they just know what to do, man.
And then with Fields and Zach Wilson, I think they're both going to be hit or miss.
Zach Wilson is going to be, mark my words, trash.
You think so?
Trash.
I think I was gonna like Fields in a good scenario, but I don't like the Bears for him.
I hate the Bears. I was so shocked when I saw them get him. I thought he did way earlier, if I'm being completely honest.
Facts. I don't like the Bears.
Disrespected him. Yo, bro, what did he do to deserve being picked that late, bro?
Chirac. He got Chirac. He got Chirac.
Oh God. Alrighty. All right.
Nah, but I would probably say, based with their teams, I would probably say Lawrence, Lance. I don't know, man. Mac Jones might be up there, man.
After the Patriots, it's like a good scenario. Yeah.
And I'd say Fields, Wilson. Like if Fields was on the Patriots, I'd be on him. You know what I mean? But I can't even do it.
Because Fields, bro, that's the thing. Fields is one of those players. If he was on, if I'm being completely honest, even if he was on the Jaguars, like a terrible team where it builds around him, I think he could be in a good scenario. But he's in a team that's kind of already built, but it's built to be borderline making playoffs and missing it. Like I don't think it was a good scenario.
Yeah.
But next we're gonna go to NBA. I have a question for you. Who would you take in a Clippers versus Suns series?
Well, based off the results, based off the superstardom, based off of history, I'm taking Clippers in 6. This year, I don't know why you're laughing. This year, the Clippers are 2-1 against y'all, and the loss came without Kawhi, and Chris Paul had to put y'all on your back just to escape with a near victory. You know what I mean? But but the Suns are nice. I'll give it to you. I'll get 2 wins.
No, don't say but the Suns are nice. Let's say the Suns are a top 2 team in the West, and the Clippers are number 3. At the time of this recording, the Suns are a top 2 team in the West, and the Clippers are number 3. So the Suns are better in regards of record. And then at the same time, we also got to remember that Chris Paul with Devin Booker duo is very lethal. And first of all, we also got to remember PG-13 in the playoffs.
Well,
we're talking about the backboard.
What about Chris Paul in the playoffs? And we've never seen Devin Booker in the playoffs.
Okay, but I'm glad you brought that up. Last time we saw Devin Booker in a scenario where it was kind of the playoffs was
don't say that because Devin Booker's never made the playoffs. Don't say.
But the bubble, that game-winning shot that he hit.
The bubble.
that game-winning shot, that was basically like a preview of what you'll get in the playoffs. I'm telling you, bro. We'll watch this recording when the playoffs happen, when we play the Clippers in the second round, third round, and we'll be like, "Oh, John was right again." Like he said, CP3 was going to be the MVP again. Like, yeah. So
you got me.
You got me. Yo, Walter White funny though.
Nah, all right. Next question. So NBA play-in tournament, right?
Yeah.
My question to you is, I'll explain it, but my question to you is, are you a fan of it? So basically, seeds 7 through 10, they're in the play-in tournament. So 7 and 8 play.
Mm.
The winner of that game gets the 7 seed. 9 and 10 play. The loser's out. Then the winner of the 9 and 10 and the loser of the 7-8, they play each other for the 8 seed. So basically, if you're a 9 or a 10 seed, you have to win twice. If you're a 7 or an 8 seed, you just got to win once.
So
because they're talking about that, making it
permanent.
Forever.
Yeah.
Permanent instead of
I hate it because it reminds me a lot of like that whole March Madness, those type of college vibes where it's like the best team isn't the one that makes it; it's the one with the most variety. You're giving teams second chances. What the hell is this? What the hell is a second chance?
I love it for college basketball because that's the funness.
Exactly.
But NBA, what's the point of playing all these games? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're paying 82 games for what?
Yeah, like this year, I'm not mad at it because first of all, the Wizards are about to be in it. The Wizards are about to be in it, and then two, it's like we only have 72 games COVID. Okay.
Yeah, I get it for this, like as a test trial, but you don't make that shit permanent. Like that's a big deal.
Like, I'll be clear, if you're a 7 seed and you're just tough luck.
No, and think about if you're a 7 seed and you have and it's like spread out like how the East was at one point.
I know.
Where it was like hella wins and then not a lot of wins. Like if the 7 seed had hella wins and then the 10 seed had like little to none, and they got to fight for that spot.
Yeah, bro.
That's some BS, bro. Come on now.
Not liking that.
For real. And then the next question, actually, who do you think is coming out of the East?
The Wizards. No one's beating Westbrook.
All
right. So would you agree that it would be between the Nets, 76ers, and Bucks? Would you say it's going to be one of those three?
Can't see.
The record-wise, the 3 to 4 is a huge difference. Bucks is 3. I don't even remember who the 4 is. I think it's the Knicks.
So it is the Knicks are the 4th. So this is the reason I see it's hard to say the Bucks because I have to stomach that. Like I want to say the Bucks, but at the same time, I don't know if Drew Holiday is that much enough to make them a contender.
I'm not gonna say the Bucks until Giannis proves to me. You know what I mean? That's like they're a contender for sure, but I'm not gonna pick them until Giannis shows me. I think the 76ers are solid. I think Joel Embiid is a he's nice as fuck, but I think the safe one is the Nets.
No, I actually disagree. I think the safe one is the Sixers, believe it or not. Because the Nets, yes, on paper, they're amazing. They have the best players, but we've never seen them play together.
You're right. When you think about it, how many games have all three of them played together?
Exactly.
What, like 15, 20?
Exactly. That's why we don't have to worry about who's taking the last shot, because there's only going to be one of them on the court typically, because they're injury prone and don't play.
Yeah, I mean, you are right, but at the end of the day, I think for me at least, I would pick the Nets because there's so much star power.
There is, which is why. But this season will make it a lot better on KD specifically. I feel like because it's not, we can't really say like, oh, they only won because they have everybody. They didn't this year. If we're being honest, they didn't have everybody. No, everybody wasn't healthy every game.
They still don't have everybody.
Don't.
Like, bro, think about it. They're talking about Spencer Dinwiddie coming back, bro. That's an 18, 20 point per game player.
That is.
And that's your fifth best player.
And he's that's a fact. That's a fact. So I would give him the benefit of the doubt. But still, I would go with Sixers as a safe pick.
Okay. All right. So that's our sports segment. Now we transition in. We better transition over to
the boys.
The boys. And we wanted to give advice and how we do our own thing with girls, involving girls. So my question to you, John, how do you pick up girls? How do you get girls? How do you get girls to flock?
All right, so this is a little backstory. I had to pick.
You were ugly as fuck in high school, yeah.
Thank you for rudely interrupting me and telling the whole world that.
So what have you done in college?
No, that's what I got to get to it. So from my days, I was very unattractive and they were not flocking to me. They didn't mess with me at all. I had to learn how to have game to get them. And mind you, I was like 5'6" in my peak in high school, bro. I was short as hell, scrawny. It wasn't good for me. It was not good. So I had to learn how to have game, how to flirt, how to do all that. While I was gonna say like people like George, but you didn't get girls either. So while bigger dudes didn't have to do all that. So I just learned that being small, you gotta have game. So you gotta like not tell girls what they want to hear, because I don't want to say that. But you got to be honest with them and tell them in a way where it's like game. Because this is one thing we got to remember. You can tell girls the truth, but you have to word it the right way. You can't just be like, oh my God, that's where I learned the wrong way. You can't just be nice. You can't be like, oh my God, you're so amazing. You're so attractive. You would think about how we like to see girls. We like people that have a little game. They're flirtatious. You got to tell them what you want to tell them, but in a very nice way. So that's what I do. And then on top of that, lucky enough, I don't think I'm ugly anymore. But I learned how I'm being. So what do you do? What do you do?
See, for me, it's different in terms of, if I'm trying to like sneaky link, hook up with a female versus trying to date someone. Like if I'm trying to do the first bold.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But we're talking about specifically for like a real attraction, like a date. Like
real attraction.
Yeah.
And whether if it's sliding in a DM, if it's at a party, Tinder, really whatever. It's just like for me, you can't be nervous, can't be shy, and just be yourself. I know it sounds like fucking. You hear that all the time, be yourself, but like honestly, like you don't want to be a fake ass person, you know what I mean?
But would you agree though that you do have to, while being yourself, you do have to put in a little bit of game, because at the same time, if everybody was being themselves, everybody would have.
Well, that's what I mean when you can't be nervous, can't be shy. Like even if you're demeanor, even if you're an introvert, you have to put yourself out there. You have to take yourself out the comfort zone. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. But
and then next, what's the highest amount of money? When you get this say so girl, what's the highest amount of money you would pay for a first date?
A first date.
Yeah.
And is this a girl that I genuinely like, or is this a girl that I'm just trying to
genuinely like?
Do both?
Let's do both.
See, if it's a girl, I'm just trying to. I might take
that also depends. That's also on them, because I feel like if it's a girl that you're just trying to. For the girls I will go for, they're just trying to. So we don't gotta, you know what I mean?
You're right. Like why is we even going out, bro?
That's kill the middleman. Kill the middleman.
I'm not sure. Like, why do I gotta see? Because like if we're just trying to hook up, why am I taking you to paying $80?
Yeah, that's called. You know what that's called? That's called prostitution. That's what that's called.
Exactly, because like
prostitution.
Because like think about it, on her part, if she's just trying to do the same shit, like. If I'm taking to an $80 plate, like where I'm spending $80 to $120, she's like, damn, he probably likes me too much.
Yeah, but she don't want that. Exactly.
If I take her to fucking McDonald's,
yeah,
that's like 10 ill. He's disrespectful.
That might scare her off, honestly. The 80 to 100, that might scare her. She's like, oh, I thought this was a sneaky link.
Yeah, and then if I take her to McDonald's or whatever, it's like, oh, you're disrespectful.
Yeah.
I'm like, so, but like, I feel like if I'm interested in someone first date, I'd say 50 to 60, 70. Like your cheap ass wouldn't. But
that's a fact. No. But with that being said, because I'll even answer the question now. Mine for a first date, I'm playing little to nothing. And the reason for this though is a good explanation. I like doing things that aren't about money, because again, like I'm from an arts background. Like I like which you even brought it up, like the poetry slams. And like picnics or something, like I don't like spending money because I'd rather put the thought and time into it.
Right. I mean, I have like a whole ass notepad of that shit.
I'm hip, and your joint is tough. He has a whole notepad and it's tough.
It's like 50, 60 things. No, but it's like you're correct. It's a lot with the thought of it. Like my current girlfriend, like our first date, we just went to art museum in Cleveland, and I
Which
bought
is
her
dope as hell. That's dope.
And the art museum was free, and like I paid $30. You know what I mean? That's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I think if I'm genuinely interested, I think it goes like your first time you meet them, it's like money wise. I'm talking about money, like this, and then after you're getting to know, I think it goes down, like cheap. You're just hanging with each other, getting to know each other, and then once you're like serious, that's when you can start spending because you're like, okay, this is my girl. I really genuinely like her. That's when you can spend the money. You know
and if we're being completely honest, I think I don't want to be with somebody who expects money wise. I want to be the one that's like telling myself like, yo, you should be spending more money on Shawty because you like mess with her more. Yeah. If she's like, why are we doing a picnic in the woods? Why are we out here? Then I'm gonna be like, yeah, gotta go. So yeah, like I should be the picnic.
Yeah, no. All right, so and I'm gonna set this up the same way. For a girl that you genuinely like, in a like you might be dating, might not be dating, but you genuinely care about her, and a girl you're just trying to hook up with, how many texts are you sending?
In a row.
In a row without them responding.
Okay, all right. So I'm very. This is one of my problems I have. I am very non-standoffish and I don't like showing stuff. So like after I think a cool 2 in a row, that may be toxic, that may be whatever you want to call it, but I don't think I would respond after 2 because I'd be hurt and I'd be like, dang, she don't mess with me. I'd be playing conclusions in my head like, she's with another, go tell the other dude, how about you go tell the other dude to pay for your meals now? Like I genuinely need to get over that. And so as of right now, I think 2. But that's a problem. That's a problem I'm addressing. That's a problem. It shouldn't be. That's what it is.
Well, here's the thing. Like I'll split it into 3. If I'm just trying to hook up with a girl, 2. Like I'm with you 2. Like at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to sound pressed. I don't even like you. So no, I'm not. No, dead.
That's a fact.
If we're not dating, if we're talking, but I like you, 2, maybe 3, but like I'm trying to stick to 2 here. But like if we're dating and I know you like me, I like you, like I'll spam your phone, like because like at that point, like something might be wrong.
But you gotta also know. You gotta know though, because there's some girls that would find that as like, damn, is he trying to be my daddy? Like
you're right, but it's like I don't mean like at 5:37, 6:05. I'm talking about like if we're supposed to hang at 10 and it's, hey, I text you at 5:15, no response. I text you at 9:45, no response. I'm like, okay. Then I text you like 10:15, are we still hanging? No response. I might call you at 11:30, like, what's up? Are you okay?
Let me ask you something. What about a girl that isn't, I hate this, but aren't good texters and don't respond fast? What about those types of girls? How do you deal with that? Because do you get what I'm saying? Like, do you spam?
Yeah, I don't like that excuse, yo.
I hate it, but it's a reality. It's a reality, though.
It's a reality, and I might sound bad, but like, I'm not a good texter, and I'm busy too to people I'm not interested in.
I like that response.
No, I'm so serious. That's 100% truthful. I'm not interested. I'm busy.
That's a fact. Even us, like dudes, like me, you, we're bros. You know how much shit I have to do daily, especially with Zoom University. I gotta like do school. I gotta do all this stuff online and do all this, and I still find time to like text you.
Yeah, no. Because like if I'm that busy and I genuinely like you or I'm dating you, I'll literally tell you, hey, baby, whatever. Like I'm busy today. I'll text you at 10 p.m. I'm booked. I'm thinking about you. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. I'll text you tonight. That's that's all it really takes. But like, if you're not interested in me, that's the excuse. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm busy at stuff. Okay, cool.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Because I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if I buy it because at the same time, we hear it all the time where they're like, I don't buy it. Where it's like, why are we not hitting them up? So I'm like, it kind of goes both ways. You gotta at least let me know, because most of the time when I'm texting you, I'm trying to make sure you're safe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not to just be like on some weird shit. Like, I'm like literally like, hey, if you taking 2 hours to respond to hey, like,
I'm hip.
But yeah, so my next question: where would you take a girl on the first date? I kind of answered mine, but I want to hear yours. Not the amount of money, but where specifically would you take it?
You want me to?
Don't pull up the whole list. Just say a good two. We know Loverboy got like 10,000 things. What's your top like three? And I'll give my top three after.
Oh man. Museum. I think you can always go safe with a museum. You gotta like know what they want. You know what I mean? Like you have to ask. These are questions to ask. You know what I mean?
It's not too lovey-dovey. That's a perfect idea because not too lovey-dovey, but at the same time, it's like
if you got bread in there with it, sporting event, something's like a baseball game. You know what I mean? Because that's chill. Like not much is going on, and you can talk. Cheap date, some $30-$40. Nothing crazy.
Don't sound like
movies. I don't.
Everybody hates Chris.
Huh?
So you sound like the dad from Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh man.
No, but like, no, I agree. See, one thing I do want to mention about the sporting events, I could never, unless it's specifically baseball, because she'd be turned off the way I would react. Like if let Chris Paul drop somebody, I don't push her to the side. Hey! Like I couldn't. Now my top three. Number one, definitely Poetry Slam or something. And I would prefer if I'm doing like a secret presentation or secret performance that she doesn't know about. That would be like a beautiful one where it's like I do like a piece and like dedicated to her or something. That's if we're at a serious level. Like if I really, really like her, I can see her being my wife. Second, I would probably do dinner and movie. I would probably do like a little romantic sitcom or something type of movie where it was like on some funny but lovey-dovey shit, but not too lovey-dovey because it's a first date. And then third option, that's a good one. Because I want to see like a picnic or something, but you also got to remember that this is a picnic is like literally you and her. And a first date, that might be intimidating.
Not a first date, yeah.
Huh? That's what I'm saying. That's intimidating as hell. Think about that. Like it's like, damn, this dude want to get to know everything about me in the first. That's why I would say that's like a later date. Third, like the actual one, maybe probably would be like a probably like going on roller coasters and shit, like in a amusement park.
That's just fun.
And it's simply because I'm a bitch when it comes to amusement parks. Like I'm scared. I'm a scared dude.
You're a bitch in general. So.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that.
I mean, that's all we got today, man.
But next week, make sure we're gonna keep this as a segment. So keep sending your questions for this. We're gonna answer
the 4 for 4.
Or try at least. So
4 for 4. 4 sports, 4 questions for guys.
Get that 4 for 4. Wendy's 4. Get that 4 for 4.
1.5.
I'm dead. But yeah, like you know what to do. Follow the OAH podcast on Instagram. You know.
G on that Instagram.
And follow me at J Woodyest on Instagram. And we kind of like went viral on TikTok. So like, you know.
Yeah, we
kind of tough with the dances. I don't know if y'all knew.
Late May, we got more coming. See, bro. For TikTok, we got to do dances. Like that's just shit to get viral.
Our dances are like that. They fuck with it.
Apparently, our jokes are funny when we.
Oh yeah. They just want to see us shake ass. That's all we're known for.
That's all we're good for. Just our ass.
Yes. Thank you guys. All right. Nice seeing you.
Yep.